Hey there, how's it going? What is up, everybody? Irish Orangutan is back to pass along what you need to know to get better at Madden and grow your Mutt team. Enjoy the show. Today we'll be looking at Donovan McNabb. I'm very excited about what he is able to do out on the field. Do actually go out and play with him when I am doing head-to-head quite a bit of the time. He is able to sling the ball and get a little bit of boost with those Redskins chemistries as well. So definitely someone fun that I do appreciate running with. And we do have the Redskins theme team behind him today. So hopefully we're able to get a little bit more accomplished than he was in Washington. He was an absolute beast in Philadelphia, but definitely could have left a little bit. Oh. Andre's gonna feel that if he were a person tomorrow. All right, we are back up. We are going to not continue to run the same formation over and over again. Let's see what we can get done here. We have Jordan Reed, Andre Reed, Vernon Davis, and Deshaun Jackson with Le'Veon Bell in the backfield. Those are going to be the guys featured most of this game. Bell out of the backfield with any theme team is absolutely phenomenal. I definitely would advise him. So, not all of the time, but a lot of the base of my defense is just running some verticals and then running a couple of routes underneath that. Spreading out the defense, don't really allow them to blitz consistently against you. If they do, you can really eat them up. Obviously, upper echelon players are able to take away your first two reads, so you might need to work down to maybe just run on three routes, but really, um, especially in solo battles, you're able to work around a little bit and run a few more things and just kind of showing off what McNabb exactly can do in these situations, and he has been doing a terrific job. Um, is able to break quite a few sacks, and kind of wanted him to slide more than dive, but thankfully he held on to the ball. Looks like he has stick him on, so that was definitely the reason why he held on to it that time. But he has the wheels on this particular setup. He has 97 speed, so he is absolutely phenomenal, and he's a tremendous passer. So definitely excited to show you what I have been working on with him and the rest of this team. We got through that break here real fast. Actually, I liked how that went. This is a play that I do like to run a little bit further back in the field and run Vernon Davis more on a post. But since we do have a little bit more of a congested field, let's see if we can get that opened up. We did not. Let's see. All right, that's all. That's not perfect, but that works out. Rather that hit the ground than nothing else at all. Probably could have ran it in there, but am trying to show off what he can do. Obviously, running to his left at full speed is not his best time to be throwing high points with him. Thankfully, we were able to find Le'Veon there with another crosser coming into that person's zone. Thankfully, things opened up well there, and sometimes just not adding in the high point is something you need to be doing as well. And here comes McNabb with his ridiculous stats that aren't real, but since we are in Mutt, anything is real. So that is what we have for him. We will try a couple deep crossers and see what the defense brings us. Hopefully just a couple people back there. Looks like a blitz. Hopefully all of our theme team gentlemen can block up. Looks like we did. B's going to be wide open. Deshaun always gets open down the field, and that is absolutely gorgeous. So I was worried about McNabb getting the ball back before half, and he actually, or excuse me, not before half, before the 2-minute warning, he actually scored as the 2-minute warning occurred, so I might actually be able to get the ball back one more time. The things have went about perfectly except for one bad high point so far, so let's see if we can get him another high point pass that he can be a little more successful with. Okay, did not think Schobert had broke that direction, but he is definitely good enough to make that back cut. Man, Reed just broke open as I threw that. That's a terrible pass. Nice little loft pass out there, and that newest, if I can say that correctly, Jordan Reed is an absolute beast out there to the right, has the speed to get away from the defender and get that touchdown. And here comes McNabb. Not quite perfect, but pretty close. 205 yards, 3 touchdowns, a couple incompletions, and 7 completions. So we are ready to roll. Gonna try out a couple elite route runner specialists and deep route runner specialists to continue to get those combinations that we do want there. Le'Veon out of the backfield, like I had said, is absolutely dynamic. He's scary, to be perfectly honest. Does not necessarily get the best interactions kind of when he's hitting people, but just gets those interactions out of the break that you really, really want. Very, very quick player. If you're playing with the Redskins theme team, you definitely understand what Adrian Peterson is like when he is impacting players at the point of contact. Le'Veon doesn't necessarily have that, but he's able to do a little bit more of like what a Barry Sanders would be able to do, but slightly larger. Oh my goodness, this is what I'm going to leave those short routes unless something absolutely breaks down. But Deshaun Jackson over to the right is what absolutely every quarterback wants to see. No safety help, or at least not enough anyway. Jabril Peppers could not quite keep up there, and we got to sneak in one more with Deshaun. We are up and rolling again, as I had just mentioned over here on Twitch. Thankfully, we didn't get that pitch all the way back, and we were able to just get the interception and just keep on rolling. Ooh, no, that safety almost made bad things happen. You were supposed to keep going with the wide receiver. Can't throw those when you don't have wide open field. Obviously, as we are getting closer and closer to the end zone, those become less and less good options. Stop. Thank you, sir. Beautiful. So as we are getting a little bit closer to the end zone, not quite the time we run those deep ins and deep outs, just trying to get a few more yards to set up those passes. Maybe just so we can get in the end zone without having to do that either. So over here to the right, Jordan Reed and Deshaun Jackson. Let's see if the short man can get that accomplished. Otherwise, we'll try something a little bit different on the other side next play. Jordan did set up in the right spot. That was open. So, to be perfectly honest, really wanted to throw that, but there was like 2 seconds of hesitation where everyone was just kind of clustered in the end zone, and then they all started going back in the other direction, so it got even more open. So, couldn't help myself. But yeah, with his wheels, especially on the theme team, can be for the Vikings, Redskins, or the Eagles, of course. So, just definitely good options out there for you. So we are back. We are going to make our 97-yard drive and eat the rest of this clock up. McNabb, Bell, and the rest of the crew have played a near perfect game, so we need to make sure we can close it out right. Schober's causing me headaches. I almost think that he needs to get another card, so I can go out and play with him for a little bit more the rest of the year. Did have that Team of the Year card, so maybe worth going out and getting him, but I don't know. Just seems to always be in the right place at the right time. Again, trying to show off McNabb, not trying to show off Le'Veon Bell. Definitely could have kept on moving with that one. I think he probably could have outran them, but not 100%. Definitely has that 99 speed, so definitely has a good opportunity to do that. Ooh, throw a half a second after that break, especially when it gets that little bit of press on you. You need to work off of that a little bit. We have the wide receivers on the outside and the tight ends on the inside. And they're giving me Deshaun Jackson one more time. Definitely stayed the outside, less people, less scary for the smaller wide receiver especially. But as we close this game out, I do appreciate you all stopping in and taking your time to check out what McNabb can do. And again, as I'm talking, sometimes I don't know where the play clock is, and I keep trying to make some wide receiver combinations, even when I am chewing the clock. But beyond that, this game went about as well as it possibly could have. We're able to get timely interception on the goal line and make this hopefully game-ending drive here with Mr. McNabb. But has the speed, has the passing attributes that really sets him apart from some other players. So definitely would advise him, along with the other three, definitely just go out and pick based on what you saw and what can help your team out the most. I wish you all the best and take care. Thank you for checking into the Irish Orangutan channel. Keep coming back for more Madden knowledge. There will be consistent videos up every week, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to see them all. Come by Twitch to engage and hit me up on Twitter at Irish Orangutan. Take care and much love, everybody.